Hey there, welcome to another tutorial on SCTuts, and I'll be showing you how to make guitar Afrobeat in FL Studio. But this should apply in any DAW you use. We'll be looking at how to use guitar sounds to make really good Afrobeat. If you're new, hit the subscribe button down below and let's get started. So first things first, we're going to start with the drums, okay? And my tempo is currently at 102 because Afrobeat is typically between 90 to 120 BPM. But I'm going to choose somewhere in between, so I'll be using 102. And I'll be using the Safi drum kit, which is our most popular drum kit for making high quality Afrobeats on my piano. So we have this kick right here, hard and punchy. So I'm going to go with the typical Afro pattern. So first step, then just extend it so we'll have some variation. And then we're going to add a rim shot. And this is how it sounds. After establishing a rhythm, I like to add like some layers in between to make the drums feel a bit more groovy. So I'm going to come right here, click this in, and this is how it sounds. Now, you may not hear this a lot in Afrobeat, but you can also use hi-hats in your Afrobeat. And we have a hi-hat right here. And you can be as simple as possible. For example, I can do a typical two-step. And I can even make it, a bit more minimal. For us to make it interesting, I'm going to layers with my rim shot. So I'll copy my rims and paste it right here. And I'm going to come to piano roll and then mess around with some rolls. Okay, so it sounds again more exciting. Make sure you change this to half step so I even get way more allowance. So for example, I could simply have this here. Then I could come here and add another one here. But one thing I like with hi-hat is that you can mess around with the pitch. So if I come down, and I also come to the first roll and I mess with the velocity so that, it sounds like a roll off. And I come here, come here, come here. And this is how it sounds. Just like that, you have a hi-hat pattern that complements your Afrobeat. So there's many ways to play it, but either you just copy and paste on the rim shots, or you have a typical four step or a two step, and there are even more ways, but these are the typical ways you can use hi-hats in Afrobeat and even reggaeton dancehall. So I'm going to close this and drag and drop on the playlist and duplicate. We want it to be about 4 bars. And now what makes Afrobeat most of the time different from dancehall or reggaeton is how we use percussions in Afrobeat, okay? So I'm going to come to our percussion loop from the rhythm kit. Then all I have to do is drag and drop on the playlist. You can use it as it is, or you can simply just chop it up. For example, have it this way. You can even add a shaker loop to it. Hey there, before we go any further, I want to let you know that I do offer one-on-one private coaching where I'll teach you personally how to make beats or how to mix and master professionally. So all you have to do is contact this WhatsApp number on your screen and let's get to know each other and see how I can help you achieve the goal and the results that you actually want. So without wasting any more time, let's get back to the lesson. We have this guitar right here. So it's from our Ahiri guitar pack, which has a ton of great guitar sounds from chords to licks to glides, everything you need to make really good Afro beats, especially if you want guitars in your beats. We have it in that pack right there. So the Ahiri kids get it if you want authentic original guitar sounds, not AI sounds. So we have this right here. Let's hear with our drums. So I'm going to simply chop it up because I just like these first two parts. Because one thing many people get wrong when it comes to using loops and even guitar loops in Afrobeat is that they just let it run all through from beginning to end, which can make it sound boring. So let me show you how to make it sound even more interesting. But let's duplicate it first so that, we still have the original preserved. So I'm going to make unique. Okay, so I'll turn that off. Then I'll simply come right here, chop this up, and then chop this up. So I'll take out the first parts and this side to sound. And I could simply duplicate that. So when we add a chord progression, it's going to make a whole lot more sense. So let's add a chord progression. So for my chords, I'll be using Pigment. Then I'm going to play a chord, set my key and scale to C major. And then we're going to play some notes in here till it sounds accurate. So I'll simply drag it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's always how you play chord. 1, 3, 5, a simple formula. So this sounds like we have a lot of sustain, so I'll reduce the length. Make sure your snap to scale is on, so let's bring it down to a lower note. Now let's bring it down some more. Nice. Then it changes somewhere here again, so I'm going to highlight this. But let's try a lower octave. I think it sounds a bit too bright, so let's bring it down. Nice. So I'm going to highlight this and extend it to the other half. And then I'm going to highlight some notes so we can do some inversion, so we can have some notes on higher octaves. We'll highlight here. If I play it with this rhythm now. So after messing around, I added fruity chorus and delay. And here's how it sounds. Now we can add a counter melody, and counter melodies can be played so many ways. But one of the simplest way is just copying your chords and pasting it in here. Boom, we have that. We're going to highlight all of these notes and then move it forward a few steps. Let's take this to a high octave. Now you can leave it like this and keep it simple, but we can also add some groovy notes where we add kind of like a bass note. For example, I could add this right here. And for the sound, I'm using Morphine, which is a stock plugin, and the preset is deviating keys. Now we're going to add a proper lead melody. We're using augmented melody from Arturia, and the preset is polyaxial. And there's many ways to play Afrobeat melody, but again, I always advise try to keep it simple but interesting, okay? So typically, you want to either follow the notes that make up your chord or occasionally borrow some notes from, the scale. That is this light gray lines, okay? So I could simply come here. Let's try a high octave. Take it here. Then we'll come to the bass notes of this, which is here. Not bad, but I think I can space it out some more. So let's highlight this. I can simply repeat that. Hey there, so just a quick one. If you're finding this tutorial helpful, I want to let you know that we also offer structured courses that you can learn step by step if you're trying to learn how to make beats or you're trying to learn how to mix and master. What you have to do is check out our website, sctutorial.com, and you also earn your certification when you complete the course successfully. The course comes with materials and resources that will help you learn, and what you'll be getting will be straight results so you can make bangers or even make killer mixes. So if you're interested, don't forget to visit our website, sctutorial.com, and check out our available courses. It's 100% online and you get to learn at your own pace in your own time. Simply visit our website once again, sctutorial.com, and get started today. All right, so let's get back to the lesson. All right, so I'm going to be using Sky Keys to play another layer of counter melody. One beat can have multiple counter melodies and even multiple lead melodies, okay? Because this gives you options when it comes to spreading the beat out. So I could come to, again, copy my chord and paste it in here. Once you have a great chord progression, melodies become a lot easier in Afrobeat. So spend a lot of time in making or playing great chords. And if you don't know how to play chords, I always advise get any of our MIDI kits. We have kits for R&B, we have kits for Afrobeat. We have a diverse set of MIDI kits that you can just simply drag and drop with the key. Everything tells you everything, what the key is, and you have instantly good chords. And you may just not be creative at the moment. You can have maybe beat block, and all you need is a great chord progression to spark you up. So that's why they exist, right? So I always say in Afrobeats, great drums are very important, but great chord progression is also very important. So now we have this right here. I'm going to mess around with it. I'm going to highlight this, maybe take it a step further. And we'll just simply do the typical Afrobeat bounce. Now we're not going to leave everything completely here, so we're going to take out some notes just to make it sound interesting, because again it's a counter, so you don't need to have all the notes all the time. Let's have this higher and then have this higher as well, because what's getting lost. So simply highlight that. So you see, this is what professionals do, right? They do not just copy, paste, and slam. They like to always mess around with the stuff, whether it's loops, notes, melodies. They like to mess around with it to, the craziest detail you can think of. So for example, you see how I transformed that melody from sounding like that to sounding like this. And when I play it in solo, next we're going to add some ambient melody, and I'll be using augmented yanks, and I'll come to piano roll. I think I just prefer those notes at the top. Next, we're going to head over to bass, and I'll be using this preset, the tune Try Bass from Xenology. This is how it sounds. So I'll come to piano roll. Let's go with this for now, and then just keep it real simple. You don't need to complicate it. Just follow your number ones. So we can add some, like in this other half, we can add some interesting variations. For example, I could come here, then I could also come here. Let's bring out the notes a little bit more so that it has some longer sustain. I like to play minimum of 2 different bass lines. Okay, you can use one bass all through and to sound good, but having 2 different bass can help make your song sections sound different. Okay, sometimes you don't want your beats to sound like it's the same from beginning to end. And one of the easiest ways, a cheat code you can use to make your beat sound different at different points, is bass lines. So you can already have that simple bass there. So I'm going to add an extra bass, and I'll be using this preset Tremcho or Tremco bars from Xenology. And then repeat the same thing here, just following your root key. Then when I mess around with it and add some notes in between, this is how it sounds. So let's break it up and see how it will sound when we arrange it into a full song. So I'll right click, split by channel, and I'll bring it down one by one. Boom, we have that. So we'll stretch it out. So when it's organized into a full production, here's how it looks like. Okay, we have the intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, verse. Okay, and everything is organized exactly how we played it. So if you want to follow the exact same arrangement pattern, you can simply take a close look and build yours as well. And by the way, these drum rolls and sound effects are also from the Safi drum kit. So you see that drum kit has everything you need to make high quality Afrobeat and amapiano beats. So let's listen.